It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Drake May. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Patriots and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
Yeah, and this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation,
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we can feel it all the way up here in the booth.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He's across midfield, and he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, New England.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Let's go. They'll run it on the inside handoff, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout.
Okay, ready?
Can the defense do it again? From the 1. 3rd down now, and goal. They'll try and run, and here's Stevenson. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal. Ryland's kick is good, and the Patriots will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Off play action, it's Tua. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. In motion, it's Waddle. Tua, going to give it to Achane. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. A shotgun snap for Tua. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
All right, come on.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll toss it here to Achane.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting and waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, it's Williams. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Now it's Tua. That's to the outside. He's got Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To the air again, Tagovailoa. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Tua now on 3rd down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown number 9 for the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins take a 10-3 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Williams now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
60 bison, 60 bison. Ready?
I'll give up the middle to Stevenson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw now, May. He fires downfield for Pitts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Go!
From out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Taking off. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down. To throw is Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Ready, set?
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Okay.
Throwing again, it's Tua. He'll get that complete to Hardy. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Williams in motion. May now on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New England.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter.
Let's go now.
This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. As this drive, he fumbled the football. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Ready.
Back to throw is Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
All right.
Tua gonna throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Set.
From the gun, here's Tua. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They send him right out of the slot. They'll get this to Hardy on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Third and long. Here's Tua. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins will extend their 3rd quarter lead. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Now Ryland for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Patriots are back within 6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. That is caught left side by Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. A shotgun snap for Tua. And he finds Tyreek. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Hill brought in motion. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion man set right. A run out of the gun with Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the end. Here's a 2nd and 6.
All right, come on.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Tyreek. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing is Tua. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Slot man in motion right. They'll try and run it here. It's A-Chan. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
They're right here. Shot.
Here's 2. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Good save. Go ahead.
Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked back at the 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Devon A-Chan. Touchdown, Miami. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The return starts from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35.
19 tight. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's May. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
Trap 60. Here we go.
From out of the gun, here's May. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Ready.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7. It is 3rd and goal. Now, May. That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, New England. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Pats will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is brought in. It's a big play when they needed it the most. Pickup of 46 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready, shot.
Slot receiver headed right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the... This is first and 10.
Go!
To throw now, May. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to first and 10. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. New England going to take their second timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Here's May to throw it on first down. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Extra point now by Riley. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.